welcome back to the show. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Wayne Peterson. Let me tell you a little bit about Wayne. Mr. Peterson graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a major in international relations. He's also a graduate of the Foreign Service Institute used by the State Department diplomats. In 1997, Mr. Peterson retired from the government service and moved to Henderson, Nevada. He wrote a book, Extraordinary Times, Extraordinary Beings, that tells about experiences with Lord Maitreya and other spiritual masters of wisdom. Since then, he's lectured across the United States, Canada, and Europe, promoting the interest and the reappearance of the Christ. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Janelle.
So it's so interesting when you say the reappearance of the Christ. The book is Extraordinary Times, Extraordinary Beings. Who are these extraordinary beings, and are they among us, you're saying?
I think it would be easier for people to understand that there is a spiritual kingdom, of course, we're aware of, but at this point in time, it's the spiritual kingdom taking on dense human forms to work with humanity for the main purpose of lifting the consciousness of humanity at this time. Not just a little bit, but a huge jump in human consciousness. I should say that this is nothing new. This has been predicted for well over 100 years. I mean, Madame Helena Blavatsky, the Russian woman who founded the Theosophical Society, wrote about this all the way back in 1870s, where she calls Lord Maitreya the Kalki avatar. In the Islamic religion, Muhammad said, there is a great one teacher coming in the future. I call him the Imam Mahdi. It's the same person. And in the Western world, a lot of people who have encountered him call him the reappeared Christ. But these titles tend to confuse people. It's easier just to call him the world teacher or the head of the spiritual hierarchy that directs humanity at this time. And he has taken on a dense physical form.
I know you've said that some huge leaders out there are
Absolutely.
Well aware of Lord Maitreya.
I must tell you, when I was working in Washington, I couldn't give a public talk to anybody because it had to be approved by the State Department, and I knew they would never approve me talking about the reappearance of the Christ. So I just gave up. But I attended constantly because of my position. I was going to embassy events and talking with people who were congressional and White House officials, and I would drop little hints, and I soon learned that they knew almost as much as I knew about Maitreya. And during the Clinton administration, I met a man who told me about his experiences with Maitreya, who was Bill Clinton's advisor at the White House. And it was at that time that I got this call saying, the Vatican would like to talk with you about what you know. And I said yes, because I never thought the Vatican would ever invite me to talk with their officials. But within a few days, I got a call, yes, that Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger and a group want to talk to you. Well, Ratzinger is now the Pope.
Yeah, that guy.
But at that time, he was the main advisor to Pope John Paul. And he just sort of stepped up one position. I had dinner with him.
He's believing you, or is he saying you shouldn't be saying this?
It was interesting because there were a number of officials with him at dinner. I talked for 3 hours nonstop. Cardinal Ratzinger would not allow anyone else to interrupt me. If they even opened their mouth like the Jesuits love to do, he would go, no, sit down. So he had... So
you had his full attention?
Full attention. And when it was over, he said to me, I know this story. I just wanted to hear your version. And more than that, I can't say.